Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Today, I'm at the Union Lake at Tarsdale for a look at the Mike Quick Celebrity Invitational to benefit the First Tee program of Philadelphia. Mike Quick, the former great Eagle wide receiver, longtime radio analyst, has been a board member of the First Tee program of Philadelphia for several years. And since its inception, the First Tee program of Philadelphia has benefited almost 500,000 kids in the Philly area. Today we're going to talk to some of those kids. We're going to talk to Mike Quick, a lot of the celebrities, and among the 150 players who have turned out at this annual event at this great Union League of Tarsdale Golf Club. It is some course, a great event for a very special cause. Back with a look at the Mike Quick Invitational to benefit the First Tee program. More on Inside Golf. The 24th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia, building game changers. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By Gap, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf. And celebrating their centennial year, take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
The Assistant Executive Director of the First Tee of Philadelphia, Rebecca Camano. And Rebecca, we were just talking about how long you've been involved with the program.
Yeah, I've been involved for 10 years. It's been life-changing for my own life, and I've watched many students come through the program and watch this program be life-changing for them.
Almost 500,000 since you started, 30-some thousand almost every year. You talked about how it's been a big part of your life. What are one or two things that stand out from your involvement?
I think that, knowing how golf has played a part in my life and shown me the confidence that I've been able to have over the years, watching our young people come to us and struggle making contact with the golf ball, to being able to look at people in their eyes and talk to them and communicate with them and be able to speak so clearly as to, whether it's about what First Tee's done for them or how things are going in school. Just watching our young people grow through the program is just the most amazing thing about what First Tee does, and really being able to build these game-changing experiences. So young people are learning all about integrity and honesty and respect, also while learning how to find their inner strength to be able to overcome some obstacles, whether it be on the golf course or in life.
You do make a difference. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you so much. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
He's not wearing 88 now. It's probably hidden underneath his little vest. But, hey, John Spagnola, how you doing?
Great, Harry. Good to see you. Good to be out here today.
We saw your swing. That looks pretty good. You must be playing a lot of golf these days.
Well, I do play a lot. I've played for over half a century, and still working on it, still work in progress, still so much to do. But I really enjoy the game, and it's a great diversion from work and all the other things I do.
And the first tee especially. You know, you've been around long enough to know when it started in Philadelphia, and it does 30,000 kids it's reached in a very short period of time.
Yeah, it's really an amazing undertaking. I'm really proud of Mike Quick, my ex-teammate, who's a big part of this organization. And, you know, last year we had the event, and we were across the street afterwards, and to see a yellow school bus pull up and to see a dozen girls get out with their uniforms on from school and a golf bag over their shoulders as they go out and play 9 holes together. I mean, that just all put it together for me. That we're bringing the game to the kids, and the organization's doing a great job doing that. And, you know, it's just an honor to be a part of it in a small way.
Right. Well, John, good luck to you. You got another back 9 here. This is not an easy course. You're keeping the ball below the hole. You got to do that here at Tarsdale.
It's everywhere but in the hole, believe me. It's not that much, but it's a great day. Thanks, Harry.
Let me introduce you to Rory Jones. And Rory, you've been a member of the First Tee program now for, what, 6 years?
Yes.
Tell me, what do you get out of the First Tee program?
It shows me like core values like respect, course etiquette. Like if you make a divot in the green, you can use a tool and you could pick it up and then like use your foot and you can just like stomp on it.
You had the experience of a lifetime recently. Due to a donor to the First Tee program, brought you down to where?
The Masters.
Wow. Augusta, Georgia, huh? What was that experience like? You were there for one day of practice round, but still you got to see some great players. You got to see one of the iconic golf courses, not only in the U.S., but around the world, and just the whole experience. What was it like?
It was like unreal. I at my age, I didn't think I would probably be able to go there.
At any age, a lot of people don't expect to be there.
Yes. I think my favorite part is seeing the actual players instead of seeing them on TV. And especially like when they would hit the ball, I wouldn't even see it because they would hit it so fast.
Well, I'm sure, you know, your first name, Rory. There's a pretty famous golfer by the name of Rory McIlroy. He's never won the Masters, but he tries every year. Did you get a chance to see him down there during your experience there?
I didn't get to like say hi because he was like all the way over there, but I did get to see him.
Well, let me tell you something. At your age, 11, you're going to get probably another chance, maybe 5 or 6 other chances to catch up with Rory and say, hey, we have something in common. And maybe someday, who knows, you practice enough, you'll be down there not just as a patron, but as somebody involved in playing. That would be pretty cool, huh?
Yes, very.
The gang is all here. Nothing but stars. We got Frankie Rizzo. We've had him before. We got Ron Jaworski. We have always had him. And Jeff McFadden, general manager of the Union League, host today for this tournament at Union League at Tarsdale. We got 2 First Tee program people.
Chase Goldate.
Chase. And?
Bella Magno.
Bella, how are you?
Yeah, they're doing great. They're carrying us, Harry.
What do you like about golf the most?
I love how it teaches you more than just golf. It teaches you respect. It teaches you more than only golf when you go.
Bella?
I like making new friends here.
Great. You made some friends for life here. I mean, you know, you realize this gentleman, he's a little older than you are, right? But he's been playing golf for a long time.
64 years.
And do we see how good he is? We always see you get it close to the pin, Frank.
No, not me. That was a mistake.
And Ronnie, you know, Ron Jaworski is in the NFL record books for the longest touchdown throw in the history of the league. The guy who caught it is here today, too. Mike Quick is in charge of the First Tee program. Nowhere in the world can anybody claim that today, Jaws.
Harry, it was not only 99 yards. It was 99 yards, 2 feet and 11 inches. That record will never be broken. And by the way, I tip my hat to Mike Quick, what he's done with the First Tee in this event, and Jeff and his entire team here at the Union League. They do a fantastic job of promoting the game, not for us older guys, but for these young people. It's just awesome.
Jeff McFadden, talk about growing the game of golf. Every time I turn around, this guy continues to grow the game, Jeff.
He does well, but the game's all about these young kids, and what Mike Quick and everyone, including Jaws, is doing for the First Tee is outstanding. With John F. Byrne across the street, I mean, we're just bringing the game to the young folks, and we're just so proud of Bella and Chase here. They're doing a great job.
Ladies, you're in excellent company today. Thanks to the First Tee, and we look forward to getting you started in a great career, whatever it is, and golf will always be a part of it. I hope so.
Thank you.
Let's go make some birdies.
Yes.
Good advice.
The fact that we can have the hook of golf and give them an opportunity to grow as people, it's really what drives the engine.
There's more to the ultimate driving machine than you might think. Multiple forces converging to create something uncontainable. Introducing the ultimate first of its kind machine. The ultimate hair-raising machine. And the ultimate peace of mind machine. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Hurry in the BMW Memorial Day sales event and lease a BMW 330i for $439 per month.
Mike Quick has been a board member of the First Tee. How many years now?
I guess I've been on the board 8 years, 10 years, somewhere in that range.
And it's the Mike Quick Celebrity Invitational here today at Union League Tarsdale. You're responsible for bringing out all these great people.
Well, I think the First Tee and the kids that we service, I think they're involved in bringing out all of these great people. But it's very nice that we have so many people that have the passion for this organization, for these kids that we serve, and willing to give their money, their time, and their resources to what we like to do. I've met so many great people in golf and golf relations, and I know that will do the same for a lot of these kids. But the fact that we can have the hook of golf and give them an opportunity to grow as people, it's really what drives the engine.
You know, I saw Ron Jaworski earlier today, and as I mentioned to our audience, the only place in the world right now where there are two guys responsible for the longest touchdown pass in the history of the National Football League are right here today.
We're right here
at Tarsdale. And he gave me the route, and he said you were the guy he was looking for the whole time. He didn't do any progression.
No.
He saw safety coverage, and he said you danced backwards into the end zone. Really?
Well, it happened something like that. The part where he only looked for me, that was true. But once I realized that I was ahead of everybody and I felt like no one could catch me, then, I got a little happy.
And Joe says, forget that 99. It was like 99 yards, 8 inches, all this stuff, right?
No one explains it better than Ron Jaworski. And as the snowball keeps rolling down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger.
It'll be 105 yards before you know it.
That's what's going to happen.
Hey, partner.
It's always a thrill to see you and to be with you, sir.
Well, it's great to see you, and thanks for what you do for the First Tee.
Thank you very much.
Coach, huh? You almost made 2 here.
Almost made 2. That's the probably the wraps up my golf game almost.
Well, how much do you know about the First Tee program, not only in Philadelphia but nationally?
I think it's a great program. I've been a part of it now the last couple of years, knowing Mike Quick and what he does here in Philadelphia and the surrounding community, and it's just a great, tremendous program, and the philosophy and the beliefs and what they instill in these kids is tremendous, and they're things that we can take on in life, and they're great for us as adults too to lean back on.
It's sort of metaphors life in football and every other sport. The things that they teach the kids in the First Tee. Is Mike Brown a liability today, playing with him here in this event? I know he likes. Whoa, okay, defend yourself.
There's no liabilities, only assets. Doug is an asset for us coming today. Thanks for coming up from Florida. We appreciate it.
Everybody knows Mike Brown. He is the president of the First Tee. We're just talking to Coach about what the First Tee means in terms of what it teaches the kids about life and sports and everything else, and you know that as well as anybody.
It's an absolute phenomenal program. The 9 core values that we teach, and today we have 2 caddies that are working for us that are First Tee kids. Riley came through the program the last 5 years. She's going to go to University of North Carolina, and Dakota just told us today she wants to go to the University of Washington. I'm like, oh my word, you're going to the other side of the country. She's like, that would be a lot of fun, and we're like, that'll be a great place. Him being a Washington guy.
That's right. There you go. We're going to watch you guys tee off here on number 12. So good luck. We won't get in your way. And hit it straight down the middle, and don't pick up.
Never pick up, Harry. Never pick up. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, the caddies here in this group, Riley and Dakota. How long have you been involved in the First Tee program, Dakota?
I would say about 13 to 14 years, ever since I was a little girl.
I was going to say, 13 or 14 years, you'd be like, what, 2 or 3?
Yes, exactly. 2.
And Riley, how about you?
I've been here for 5 years.
All right, you got that North Carolina visor You're going to Chapel Hill for school? How about that? Huh? You hope to play golf down there?
Yeah, I'm playing on the golf team next fall.
And Dakota told me she wants to go to the University of Washington. All right, it's a long way from where we are today. But tell me what you got out of the First Tee program in all those years you've been involved.
Well, I became a really good citizen and just learning more golf skills as I grow along and become older, and just, having fun and just being good.
I'm sure the same applies to you. Do you play any other sports besides golf, Riley?
Yeah, I also play basketball and lacrosse.
Oh, so you're pretty well-rounded. But is golf the leader so far in terms of interest for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, listen, girls, you're with a great group with Coach Peterson and Mike Brown and their partners. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we expect big things from you, not just on the golf course, but in life.
Thank you.
Part of the group with Doug Peterson and Mike Brown is Tim Aronson, and you're the executive director of the ShopRite Classic down at Seaview every year on the LPGA Tour. Before we get to talk about that, Tim, what does playing in this event mean to you?
You know, we support the First Tee event here through the Chubb Classic. My company also owns the Chubb Classic down in Naples, Florida. So Dakota, who's caddying for us today, was actually down there back in April, just a month ago, with her family playing in a First Tee Champions Challenge that we do. And it's amazing to see the kids come through this First Tee program, and just it's great to be out here.
Well, I'm sure I speak for a lot of people involved with the First Tee program. 30,000 kids have been helped along the way here in the Philadelphia area just by the First Tee of Philadelphia, and thanks to what you do for your support.
Happy to do it.
Stay with us. More to come. We'll be back in a moment with our Tee Off.
Put Sam Snead on there. He had such a good swing.
Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our Teed Off panel. We're assembled today once again at Lulu Country Club in Upper Dublin on the deck overlooking the 18th hole here at this Donald Ross design in Upper Dublin. Joining us, Harry Mays from Radio Lure in Philadelphia, and now he's like everybody else doing podcasts and everything. You're on a daily basis, swing it and ding it. How's things going?
Things are going great.
Playing a lot of golf, I hope?
Not playing enough, and
are you swinging it or dinging it?
Mostly dinging
okay.
it. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
He's getting to the swing part. Matt Fry, Director of Communications, Philadelphia section, the PGA of America. Centennial year. He's a busy guy, and this is Mike Kern. He's back. He's resurrected himself here at Lulu, and Mike for years, Philly Daily News. And now he does podcasts as well.
Podcasts,
writing,
whatever. Yeah.
All over.
Look around enough, you'll find me somewhere. I'm like, whatever.
Harry, your chance. You are going to enshrine 4 people onto golf's Mount Rushmore. Who are they?
All right, this is a personal thing, so I'm going to take it as the 4 guys that are really responsible for my interest in the game and thus me playing the game.
Okay.
It can't be done without Tiger Woods. But the other 3 guys are Phil Mickelson, because I find him to be the most compelling, maybe the most compelling golfer to watch on a weekly basis, because you never know what he's going to attempt to do, and you never know how it's going to play out. And then the other 2 guys are just 2 guys that I just really gravitated towards as being guys who were cool and could play golf. Greg Norman and Fred Couples.
How about that?
You know what's interesting what he just said, though? Phil, he's describing Arnold Palmer 50, 60 years ago. To another generation, that was, Arnold Palmer was to Jack what Phil is to Tiger.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to come back to you and ask for his most compelling shot that comes to your mind first among all of them. Okay, we'll come back to that. Matt, your Mount Rushmore.
Well, I'd probably say Tiger Woods, too. I mean, growing up with him, that was a big deal, and obviously he's transcended the game. It's very impressive. You have to include Jack Nicklaus with his 18 professional majors and an amateur in there, too. 2 amateurs, I apologize, I thought so. I would probably put Sam Snead on there. He had such a good swing. He was involved at the club level in his early days, and he actually won a PGA Professional Championship as well, if you can believe it or not. And for the 4th, I think I will include Tillinghast. So Tillinghast is actually a local guy, and you know he didn't play professionally, so to speak, but he had such an impact on the game's design, and he did golf courses all around the country. But the coolest thing, I think, is he worked for the PGA of America America and went around to different courses around the country to help clubs improve their golf courses, whether it be from a maintenance perspective, a design perspective, or to make pace of play a little better.
You know, that's interesting you brought that up. We could do a whole Mount Rushmore of golf architects.
Absolutely.
And just in Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Tilly, you mentioned.
Donald Ross.
Well, Donald Ross wasn't from, but I mean just from the
from
Philadelphia
people who were
area.
from here. Oh, okay.
You know, William Flynn, okay? Who else am I missing?
Fazio.
Well, George Thomas grew up
Yeah.
where White Marsh is and eventually went out to the coast. But he's George Fazio of more recent lore.
Tom Fazio.
And
Gil Hands.
And Tom, his nephew. Yeah.
And
so
Gil Hands,
that's
yeah.
just architects. But now your chance to get into another topic that you missed the first time, and that was, give me your 3 best holes you've ever played. They can be like a part 3, 4, or 5, or just 3 great holes.
The best hole, I think, anywhere, just me, is the 12th at Augusta. It's the best part. It's 150 yards. You could take these guys there any day of the week, and they're going to look at it and say, okay. But yet on a Sunday 2 years ago, 4 of the last 6 guys in there hit it in the water.
And it cost them the tournament.
Cost them the tournament. That's where Tiger basically won the tournament. I just think it's because when the winds are swirling and everything, and you just stand there, it doesn't look like much. The 11th at Marion is, because I don't hit it very far anymore, the 11th at Marion's a hole I can actually play, but I can also make a 9 because it's just one of the great par 4s anywhere. Par 5, boy, I'll tell you what, the one I just remember this because I covered, I think it's the best thing I ever covered, was at Torrey Pines, when Tiger, 3 straight days, came to the 18th hole needing to make, and he made an eagle, a birdie, and he was trailing every day, and had to do that, A, to take the lead, B, to tie Rocco, and then C, to extend the playoff. And the USGA did a great job that you're keeping it as a par 5. Instead of changing it to a par 4, as they often do, they kept it as a risk-reward par 5, and it was one of the great theaters of any USGA championship.
It was about a 15, 18-foot putt, right?
It was bouncing as it went along. But
back to you. Most compelling shot Phil Mickelson ever hit in your memory, at least?
The one that comes to mind first, Harry, is in the pine straw underneath the
13
pines
at Augusta.
On the right
Second
of the fairway of the 13th at Augusta, and I believe it was a 6-iron that he hit through the trees right to the green.
And he put it up there within 5 feet.
Just
he missed
the putt. 10-pin birdie.
But he won the tournament. But he won the tournament.
So
Do you realize how many things could have gone wrong on that shot? Huh? So he missed the putt.
Right.
Do you remember the driver he hit at the Open Championship in 13 off the deck?
Oh yeah.
On the one to get onto the par 5, and I think he 2-putted for, and he won that after he had just lost at Marion a month before. That was. How about the shot at Wingfoot that hit the tree?
Well, yeah, on 18. Yeah.
Not too compelling. Harry's done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, gentlemen. We'll be back. More of Inside Golf in just a moment.
They're not just familiar faces. They're your friends and neighbors. It's their small businesses, a beating heart that makes a neighborhood a home. The places with a pick-me-up or a story that inspires, where you can share a taste of comfort with the personal touch that makes our world shine a little brighter. Support small and make a big difference. Make it local. Make it Main Street. Make it Montco.
Well, what a way to close our show here from the Mike Quick Celebrity Invitational at the Union League of Tarsdale, benefiting the First Tee with the executive director of the First Tee of Philadelphia, Bill Hyman V. Bill, you had another great day, didn't you?
We were very lucky. Great weather, great turnout, and in a good cause to support our kids in the First Tee.
You know, your assistant executive director, Rebecca, told us since the First Tee program of Philadelphia has started, nearly 500,000 young people have gone through the First Tee program. That's a lot of kids.
We're really lucky. The game has resonated with so many kids. We're able to introduce the game to many kids to learn the game of golf and to develop their life skills. And we're just lucky that every day we accelerate and gain more momentum and we're able to reach more kids.
You know, what's the motto? You're building difference makers or something like
building game changers.
Game changers. Game changers, kids that make a difference, adults that make a difference. And I guess now the First Tee of Philadelphia has been around for several years. And as Rebecca said, a lot of these kids have been in it for years, and a lot of the ones who have gotten older are still involved with the First Tee program.
Yeah, we're really lucky. A lot of kids that have grown up in the first tee are staying on as coaches. We just hired this past year one as an employee, and we're just lucky that the kids, even if they go on to some different business after they're out of school, that they've learned the game of golf, and it's a lifelong game of golf, which will open doors, and they'll be able to take the character development and life skills that they learn to help them benefit and be successful in life. So we started 6 years ago with Mike Quick, and we didn't know if we could make it work. We didn't know if we'd be able to have enough groups. We knew Mike had enough friends to make it work, but we've now had enough support. This is just a tremendous fundraiser for us, and it's really because of Mike Quick. Mike has joined our board, and Mike loves the game of golf and he loves kids, and we're just so lucky to have him on our board. He's a role model for all of our kids to emulate. And today, as a result, we're going to raise over $175,000. We're indebted to Mike. We're also indebted to the Union League to help make this possible for us, which supports us being here at our 19th hole at John F. Byrne Golf Club.
Bill, thanks for making this possible for us today, both at Tarsdale and over here at John F. Byrne. Good to see you again, my friend. And thanks for being a partner of Inside Golf.
You're welcome. Thank you for your partnership and your support to help spread our message.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf from the Mike Quick Celebrity Invitational to benefit the First Tee program of Philadelphia. Along with Billy Hyman, I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. Get involved with the First Tee program of Philadelphia. And we'll see you next time, next week, right here on Inside Golf. The 24th season of Inside Golf is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee Greater Philadelphia, building game changers. The First Tee not only helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit firstteephiladelphia.org. By Gap, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, a digital publication and private business network. Read the current issue free at jerseymanmagazine.com. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf, and celebrating their centennial year. Take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals.